I'm your host, Jeff Zart. We're going to take you behind the scenes with the craft distillers who are pouring their heart and soul into crafting the next version of America's spirit. This is the Great American Whiskey Cookers. Welcome to this edition of the Great American Whiskey Cookers. I'm Jeff, your host. We are doing the Big Human's whiskey journey, and so we are blinding the Big Human on all of my whiskeys as we go through.
I can't wait to see what you're going to give me on this time.
So go ahead and nose it, and I'll explain kind of what's going on here. So I've picked a number of whiskeys, and Kirk has poured them off camera for us, so we have no idea what we're drinking, me included, even though I picked them. Kirk is the one who's choosing as to what we're drinking at any given point in time, and it's underneath the box here, which was given to us by Nathan Pilcher from Proof 319 Bourbon Club. So Nathan, thank you very much for that.
Wow.
What are you getting?
All I can say is wow.
Wow, that's a Kirk expression, is wow.
So I have so much going on with this one.
Okay.
The nose is unbelievable.
So tell me about it.
I have the initial, the vapors that are coming through.
Okay.
When you first get close to it, I had a little bit of a juicy fruit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then as the first, yeah, it definitely sweet. And then I got into it a little bit more, and there was like this caramel apple, and then it goes into like this chocolate caramel for me. I was just like, there's so much going on there.
So your language, your descriptions of whiskey is developing very nicely, and it really just comes down to
Drinking more
and using the words to try to describe just exactly what it is.
Tasting more.
Tasting more. Research. Try it.
Research. I like that.
What do you think?
Oh,
Like
that
it?
is so good.
This has a really kind of I'm going to jump in. It's got the sweet plum taste to me.
Yeah. I was trying to identify that fruit that was in there.
Yeah, it's
and
like
it
a
is
sweet
very,
plum, especially in the back palate for me.
Oh, it's basically a nice coating of the mouth as far as from the back to the front.
So it was viscous and creamy, right? You didn't get like the sharp spikes from the proof.
No,
right?
There's just that little tingle on the tongue on the sides of the tongue.
Okay.
And that is just really good.
And the finish for you is where?
I'm going to go on the longer side.
Okay.
It's going, and it's the palate into the finish. It's still on my tongue going through.
Okay.
That is really good.
All right. I would put it, for me, the finish on that for me is more along the medium side.
Okay.
It doesn't stick around for too long. It's still there.
Yeah.
And I know that it's there, but it's just kind of a medium finish for me. But I enjoy it.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, it's to me, I get a little longer finish that pushes it to the longer side versus a medium.
But then again, you lean towards the lower proof.
Yep.
And I tend to lean towards the higher proof.
That's
100,
correct.
110, 115, 120 proof.
Oh, yeah, correct.
Let's see what we're drinking.
Regardless, I want to see. Oh, whoa. Is this just the straight up?
This is the straight blends that you're going to find. So, now generally speaking, I tried to pick whiskeys to blind the Big Human with on whiskeys that you can find. Everybody hunts for Blantons. Everybody should probably buy one. It's up to you whether or not you want to pay the 120, 140, 150, 60 bucks. I probably wouldn't. It's worth it to me to pay $80 for this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I would definitely agree that sticking around that $70 to $80 mark, I wouldn't be pushing too much harder over 100.
But it's good.
That'd be hard. Definitely worth the value at that price point. I wouldn't go
much over
that.
Yeah.
It just, I still am impressed.
Yeah.
That was...
Blanton's is the one that started the single barrel craze. They're the big ones that's kind of attributed to starting the single barrel craze. Yes, it's a Buffalo Trace product. It comes out of the Buffalo Trace family, and a lot of people look for it, so that's why I wanted to put it in front of you to see what you thought of it, because I wasn't sure if you ever had Blanton's.
I had just a little bit one time, and it was so long ago that I can't remember what I had.
Well, there you go. That's going to do it for us here at the Great American Whiskey Cookers. I'm Jeff. Until next time, if you can't be good at it.
Thank you.
This is one I've had.
Okay.
Did you try some?
Yeah.
And your thoughts?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
That is.
So what I didn't read,
Now I know why there's a
we're
group.
still rolling, right?
Yeah.
So this was it was dumped on March 5th of 2020. It's from barrel number 342. It comes out of warehouse H. It's Rick number 51. And it was selected, filtered, and bottled by hand at 93 proof. So it's not that high a proof, right?
It fits right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, that's why it's super approachable, because it's not that high a proof, right? And it's really easy for a lot of people to drink, and it's got all the typical caramel, vanillas. It's got all the typical Kentucky flavors without any of the really big, strong flavor punches to it.
Really, because I mean, to me, the notes that I got were less than that. I didn't get a lot of that caramel vanilla. I was going off on another direction with it, which was interesting because of how my palate went.
Yeah,
and the nose and everything.
And that's going to be a single barrel.